Right now, my hands are tied.
Well, if your hands are tied, you won't be needing this.
Look at her.
Yeah, that's how I feel about that shield.
Syntell Reacton.
What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you already see Chuck is in the building. What's going down, champion?
Not much, man. What it do? Back again for another weekly episode of X-Men.
Yes. Listen, man, I'm over here still trying to rebound. With old girl talking about our universe is a little ghetto. What? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Talking about?
Yo, you out of pocket. Hey, so this is going to be episode 7. This episode is called Bright Eyes. So without any further ado, let's get started.
Previously on X-Men.
The two lovebirds still ain't talking.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for like Wolverine to have his moment to shine. Everybody else has had their moment to shine except Wolverine so far.
Yep. Even Nightcrawler.
You've no idea how it feels to be left behind by the future.
We better find out.
We about to get some idea.
Yeah. Now, we're recording this a day after the actual debut, and some of my socials have been showing like Rogue all over the place. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen with old girl.
Oh, don't say that.
I don't know.
It's bad enough she got it. She went on a diet after 97.
Yeah. Some of them cakes ain't
she's supposed to be lumped up like Kim K.
Some of the cakes is lacking.
They are lacking. I'm looking at Bo like, you know better, Bo. You know better.
I love how they make you pay attention to the intro now because you never know what's going to be added and what's not.
Yeah. They still show that from the original X-Men, them running at each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is from the original X-Men. I wish they updated this, too. I wish they did update that as well. I guess there wouldn't be any Magneto team if they did that.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Oh, starting off at a gravesite. That's never good.
That's never good.
Oh, Gambit. Yeah. Yeah, just in case you were wondering. Nah, he'll be back. Wow. It's so real now.
Remy LeBeau would be the first to remind
Where is
you that
Rogue?
life
Oh, never mind. He did survive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
that he moved through his life.
There
as
she
a
is. There
force
she is.
Okay.
Who
Yeah.
believed better times lay ahead, that luck,
Okay, Nightcrawler made it.
per his kinetic gifts, Gambit had endless faith in potential. He seemed so blind to his, haunted by the life of bayou crime into which he was born. A sinner beyond saving.
Hey.
I think he was bluffing. So tuned to potential, failed to see how his sins had made him into a hero.
Yeah.
Every gambler has a tell. Modesty was Gambit's.
All right, that's not bad.
That's my favorite character,
Drop
too.
some bars. Gambit, I didn't know that.
Him and Nightcrawler. My two favorite characters.
How could she not be here?
Oh, she isn't here, yeah.
No.
All of us. He saved her. He loved her.
Yeah, but she handled it in her own way.
Grief's a lonely war. Rogue's gotta figure it out on her own.
I thought the chick with the white hair was Rogue.
Nah, that's somebody else.
That's
I'm sure
somebody
you'll
else,
let us
okay.
know in the chat.
Wow, the
Oh, she's
scenery's
going to get
different.
her pound of flesh, I bet. Yeah.
There
look.
she is. I bet she dyed her hair black. But yeah.
Wow.
She came in like a Saiyan.
Shoot.
Then they did her so wrong.
Boom. Ain't nobody got time for that. Boom.
You heard him moan.
Oh, she opened up a whole can.
Jesus.
I am not mad. That's a good way to take out your stress. Wow.
Is not playing.
What do we
At
do,
all.
sir?
Oh, that's Ross.
Need I remind you that we're standing in the same place built to hold the Hulk?
Yeah.
Shooter is an unhinged mutant from the swamp. She ain't no...
Yeah, you better hold your tongue. Ross. You're like, what was that you said, Ross?
Daddy always used to say breaking into prison was easier than breaking out. So you know why I've come a knocking. Where are Henry Gyrick and Oliver Trask?
Woo! She snatched collars.
Guys,
You killed those, Sugar. Now, you get me.
Word.
You see one of the good guys. You killed those.
It's time to let go, son.
Finding even one more survivor could give mutants some hope. What about Val Cooper? Rescuers still haven't located her.
Yeah, they deaded that whole island, didn't they?
They think Dr. Trask just kicked off an all-out war between humans and mutants.
A little bit.
Your kind.
Your kind.
I wouldn't
That's
get. I wouldn't
you
get
people.
voted. You people.
Optics, sir.
The
If
optics.
Genosha had looked more human, you would be more focused on death tolls over polls.
I'm playing politics here to ensure someone less kind to your cause doesn't end up in the office you're so quick to disrespect.
Check the headlines, Mr. President. They're all about the virtue of patience.
Wow. My man be talking reckless to the president.
They are. Everybody's talking reckless.
Team ready to leave?
They're processing. But ready.
All right, Gene.
Comfortable. Never again.
No one could have seen this coming.
Magneto did.
Magneto did. Yeah, you beat me to it. I was about to say Magneto been trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, over and over again.
To Nathan. I know it seems strange, but after losing Storm, the thought of having something of a sister was comforting.
Right now, we have to be strong. For the team. For every mutant still out there who's watching these images. They need hope.
It's what the professor would do.
Yeah. Y'all need to listen to Magneto too, just a little bit. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. They had another Blackbird because the first one got blown up in the first episode.
Yep.
Oh, wait.
You will always find people who are helping. The ever affable Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, that's a great quote from him too.
Rest of you go show humanity that the X-Men are here to stay.
Stellar work, Amelia.
Triage dies down when the dead stay dead.
Dang, that's morbid.
Bad things happen. Everyone wants to be a survivor, but when you actually see one fresh off the belt, a survivor is the last thing I'd want to be.
Wow.
Dr. McCoy. Hank.
Yeah, gotta respect the injured. I hear that.
That's smart. That was really smart.
Who will bear witness to what happened in Genosha? The death of a dream.
Wow.
Walk with me. Would you like that?
A lot of similarities to like real world events when atrocities happen.
Yeah. Now we know why he's not
Cap
back.
is here? Cap is here?
Stand down, Rogue.
Word?
Please.
Where's Henry Gyrick?
Yo, they got the heroic music playing for Cap too.
Look, she picked up his shield like it was nothing.
It shames us all. But rampaging across the country dishonors those...
Man, I'd be like, boy, if you don't shut your ass up, you ain't immune.
I hate his ass.
You ain't immune.
Get him,
Shut
bro.
your ass up.
Get him, bro. Shut his ass up. He realized he couldn't stop him.
I'm hoping to use Gyrick to get our hands on Oliver Trask. He built the Sentinels. He's the natural first suspect for that master mold in Genosha. Last week, Gyrick was transferred out of U.S. custody by some covert division in the UN. Black Book. So secret.
They love telling you about it, huh?
She called him out. They love telling you about it, huh?
Exactly what I planned to ask him. I was able to hack the servers here. Gyrick was transferred to a facility in Mexico City. Once I get the thumbs up, I'll lead my team to Mexico to apprehend Gyrick.
Okay, at least you're doing something.
Now, before our mystery boys move him again.
This uniform shows up in Mexico bashing heads in with you. It sends a message.
Yeah.
Unless you don't now.
That part.
Right now, my hands are tied.
Well, if your hands are tied, you won't be needing this.
Look at her.
Yeah, that's how I feel about that shield.
Boy, a woman
Mr.
scorned, boy.
She want that pound of flesh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up, kid. War's coming.
Yeah, this dude need to decide who he gonna be.
Your parents called this morning asking
Light
the same
boy.
thing. I told them not to worry.
Light boy. Oh, you're on your Drake.
I'm on a ski trip.
Come on, J. Cole.
That part.
What if we'd been here, huh?
That part.
Her son, mutants, dancing?
Stop pressuring me, Jubes. Look what happens when we don't hide. When we shove it in their face. Is it worth it, Jubilee?
I don't know, man. I think you read that wrong.
I don't want my parents finding out who I was on the 5 o'clock news. Don't want them burying a stranger.
That part. Yeah, and you know, it is interesting too, because his whole parallel is like, you know, coming out for those that have to deal with that. You know, that's a whole thing.
That's his thing.
Must be damage control.
Oh, tall order when mutants everywhere are taken to the streets.
Riots are the language of the unheard.
He been spitting some
been barring up this whole entire.
You know what I'm saying?
Perhaps the professor's vision for the future was too nearsighted, and begging for your tolerance was our first mistake.
Oh.
No, that's not what I was saying.
But it is what you mean. That is the issue.
Woo!
As was your reporting outside my home while my friends were dying.
Tell him.
Now forgive me. I dare not waste any more of your tolerance, Miss Tilby.
Oh.
He is barred up this whole entire show.
Dropping a high 16 on you real quick.
Every time. Spitting. That boy cooking. He cooking with grease. He knows she's coming.
I have no idea where Bolivar Trask is.
I'd wager the ops who put you up nice and fancy might know.
The ops. Everyone's saying the ops in 97. It still makes me laugh. Oh.
Tell Summers his wife's cute psychic probes won't work this time. Not against this. Not against him.
Who's him?
Say that sort of probe.
Oh. This saying that's you gonna give me what I'm looking for. Period.
She's taking all your soul.
All of it.
All of it.
I told you, this isn't your fault.
No, for how complicated things got between us.
Because he was banging out a clone and getting it pregnant.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. He didn't even know.
He didn't know. Yep.
It's like, yo, it is what it is. What you want me to do? I'm not psychic like you.
Nah, it was his problem when he was sneaky linking with the clone.
Yeah, okay. Now that part, you're right.
He was sneaky linking with the clone.
Yeah.
That was all
guilty. Diamond transmutation has never been one of Emma's abilities. Perhaps a dormant mutation?
Oh, so that's new. I mean, I know she could do it before, but it's new for her in this timeline.
Yeah, in this timeline. Yep.
Yeah.
All X-Men to the Blackbird immediately. It's Trask.
Uh-oh.
I didn't know what he was using my DNA for. He said nothing about Genosha.
Who didn't?
Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Sinister.
I'll clear the building. Note this. The lobby vending machine is never out of diet. Come see the horrifying face of your future.
Ooh.
To review, Trask created Master Mold, i.e. all of this is literally his fault.
Really is Stranger Days.
You knew. Why didn't you say anything?
I must be known.
Your father and I agreed. It was your secret to tell. A mother knows, Roberto.
See? Yeah.
Yeah. Man, they need to bring Bo back, dog. They need to bring Bo back and his writing team.
I was afraid he'd be facing this all alone. Now the trick will be making sure we keep this all private.
There's the caveat. You gotta stay in that closet, huh?
Holders are rattled by anything mutant related, especially after this awfulness in Genosha. They can't know we have a mutant in the family.
What?
It wasn't the mutant's fault.
And how to be more discreet.
What?
You look. You said she looked at what's her name?
And her confusion is only natural. But she did not cause Gambit or Magneto to be killed.
So it is, but they still haven't pulled Magneto's body yet, though, have they?
Nope, they haven't pulled his body out yet.
Oh, wow.
Is that real? Is this real?
Well, yeah, they knew. They knew to head up to Mexico too. So that's what that last call was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreamt it. Yet you nearly ruined my surprise.
Oh.
What is that?
Maybe it's not Trask. Somebody's purple.
Yeah.
Well, but hear the song "One Eye, One Heart, Blind Purple People Eater." Yeah.
So it's not Mr. Sinister. That's who they framing on it, though.
Now we know what Trask meant by clearing the building. Sleeping gas.
Praise be, they're never out of diet.
Diet Pingo.
Uber secret break room behind a busted vending machine. A game, bad guy. A game.
The tight elevator quarters.
Oh, that Morph is still drinking the soda though. He's ain't gonna let this go to waste now.
He's one of my favorite characters right now.
Yeah, I do want to see more of him.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Since when did the United Nations house classified cybernetics facilities?
You over here asking questions, being shocked at this?
OZT.
OZT. Not ringing any bells from my spy days.
Maybe we ask poor man's Oppenheimer before he...
Poor man's Oppenheimer. All right. That's pretty funny.
Now I am become death.
Oh, really? And you gonna quote Op too?
Yeah.
Now don't do anything silly, Doctor. Tell us what OZT stands for.
Some group that rose from the ashes of my old Sentinel program. Holding hands with mankind, they've been placing dominoes.
What about Mr. Sinister?
That madman is one of the most brilliant engineers in history. My designs were cute.
Oh, he called you basic.
Worse than what we saw in Genosha.
Wow.
These cases is light years ahead of ours today. How could he even obtain such access?
Come on, man. It's Mr. Sinister.
But I won't let him make me any more of a monster than he already has.
Nah, you ain't gonna get off that easy. Yeah.
Anything helps.
I'm sorry. I have nothing.
Same, sugar.
Oh,
wow.
Wow. Oh. Wow. Oh, we
did
that
not
now.
see that coming.
Wolfie was like, I co-signed.
Killed Remy and thousands of people on Genosha. Piece of scum put a good man, my man.
Oh, whoa. Right in the middle of your monologue, too.
Right in the ain't no monologue. He's dead. Oh, he's alive.
He's alive. He's a Sentinel? Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, maybe he is.
Real. Prime Sentinel protocol activated. Terminate mutants.
Huh. And then Kurt is clutch.
I'll get the debris.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Beast out. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow. He said, I get the debris. You get the building.
Easy work.
Did.
I can still sense Trask's mind inside.
He put Rogue down with one hit.
One.
X-Men, take him down.
That part. Yo, wait a minute. Is that Quicksilver?
Quicksilver just showed up out of nowhere.
Quicksilver show up?
He just showed up. Like, yeah.
Oh, it was Morph. My man shot his real arms. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, we have
really?
Oh, man.
Oh.
It turned straight into Dragon Ball.
As it should. Good. That's always been the formula. Oh.
Do you remember what my inferior form asked you in the Sahara?
Okay. Oh.
How does it feel to be abandoned by the future?
Wow.
Yo, he put him down mad easy.
Who is this?
I don't know. Somebody dropped the EMP. I think it's an EMP.
Yeah, who dropped the EMP?
It's Cable.
Cable.
Electromagnetic cluster grenades are the quickest.
Yep.
Cable? What the hell are you doing here?
Son.
Hey, Dad.
No. All along. It can't be.
Get out of my brain. You're not her.
You're not Mom.
Mm-mm.
You're the other one.
Mm-hmm.
You're the original crap.
We share DNA, but you ain't my mom.
Remix. She's the remix.
Don't stop him.
She's the better
there won't
remix.
be much of a future worth living in.
Okay. Sinister doing his thing. Okay, let's see.
Masterpiece tipping our hand to the X-Men. How does this help you deliver the...
Who's this dude?
That's who we want to know.
And his tussle with the Gene Freaks gave us invaluable tactical data for my real masterpiece.
The X-Men will learn from this.
Told you.
You should have waited until rollout and overwhelmed them.
Oh, Sinister. You and the villains of old have been failing since 92 to...
The villains are old.
From 92.
My techs repaired a damaged alien satellite the X-Men used to chat with their allies, the Shi'ar.
And our empire.
Oh, so you've been spying on Xavier the whole time, huh?
Yeah.
They said Gyrick killed Xavier.
Our merry band of muties have been selling the world a very big lie.
The purple people eater.
He love that song. He about to dead somebody, huh? Oh, yeah, we knew Magneto was alive. We didn't see the body.
I've had to be bad lately. But heat, like music, it softens things. Softens follicles.
Oh, he got a collar on Magneto. Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, how in the world you keep him down?
So long as you don't resist. Simply listen and obey. See, you were born for this.
That's Magneto from another future.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. I don't know who the dude in the purple is. I'm sure they'll let us know in the chat. So you think that's Magneto?
Yeah,
that's what you think?
Magneto.
That's interesting. I don't know what made him purple. Doesn't really matter.
Time. That's why he's shaving him. Like you're the guy in the future.
Ah, so it's a future version of Magneto.
Future version of Magneto.
Okay, I can kind of run with that. Okay, yeah, I didn't catch that. I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah, similar. I had the same eyebrows.
Yeah,
he has a trimmed goatee, but he's shaving him up.
Well, the episode started off with a little bit of closure in case any of us was wondering if Remy was going to still be alive. No. You know the rule of Hollywood rule, if you don't see the body, then the person's still alive. We saw that with Magneto. But we definitely saw that Genosha took a full-blown L. How you feeling so far?
Man, that's sad that Genosha, there's a lot of mutants dead. And the fact that Jean could feel the presence of all that death.
Ugh.
Oh, that's so disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. I thought it was good though. I thought it was a good episode. It was a calmer episode than other episodes.
Yeah, but you know what? It was calm, but they had a lot to say in the calmness. You know, like I said earlier that, you know, this is kind of reflecting a lot of conflicts that's like currently happening. You know, you got a group of people who are disenfranchised women. I don't know if that's necessarily the term. They are struggling to find their place into the world, and they are being dominated by more powerful people and been pushed into a small section, an island, in order to even just live and exist and to have it absolutely destroyed. It's going to make you angry, you know, especially if you are a mutant or you are of that group of people that's, you know, that's being oppressed. And we're looking at, like, there's some bravery in the writing. You know, we're looking at like real action being taken from pissed off people. You know, I think that's kind of dope that they put this in there, and also on top of it, just dealing with grief as well, like how people cope with, like, you know, messed up situations and dealing with loss. This isn't, like, don't get me wrong, it is a beat 'em up, you know, but there is a lot more depth in this X-Men 97 than from what I remembered in 92 when I was watching. I don't remember it having this level of depth.
No,
maybe I'm wrong.
No,
maybe I'm wrong.
And attacking complex ideas like this.
Yeah,
you know, like even when what's his name came out to his parents was like, we knew.
Yeah,
well, you come out on your time.
Yeah,
and now we gotta keep this hidden.
Oh, right. It's like you have that moment when you're like, oh, okay, they get me. Yeah, and then they do that.
And mom was like, nah, we got a stock price to worry about in the company.
Yeah,
we still have no idea what the company does.
That part, I feel that they're important, right?
Sentinels.
Ooh, what if that's the case?
Yeah.
Wow, you're gonna sacrifice, you know, your own child for the bottom line. Word? That's what we do.
It's wild. We'll see though. But I thought this was really good. Yeah. I think they nailed a lot of things that just made sense.
Right.
Like things just made sense. Like, okay, Genosha blew up. Rogue being lit the way she's lit. Yeah. Like, she's like, I lost my boyfriend, and she realized Remy was, because she was about to, you know, she was cuddled up with Magneto until Master Mode showed up and was like, "Hey, I'm here to destroy all of y'all."
Yeah. I mean,
she saw that he was like, "Yo, you run, I got this."
Yeah.
He saved her, and she was like, "That mother really did love me."
Yeah. I feel Rogue though, man. I feel that I can empathize with that anger. I'm not saying she's right. I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm just saying I get it.
The way she handled Captain America.
Oh,
she's like, "Oh, you not sure whose side you on? All right, cool. She took the shield. Go fetch your shield."
Unworthy,
like a dog.
Yeah, you're unworthy.
Like a dog. Yeah, like you ain't for us. Then you ain't for us, and we know this because of Civil War.
Good point. Good point. But Cap was kind of like fighting on the side of, like, you know, we don't need to have registered mutants, right? I think, of course, correct me in the chat.
Yes.
But still, you know, the shield is supposed to symbol defending, right? Defense. That's what you have a shield for, to defend from the onslaught of whatever it is that's trying to harm you. But, you know, her throwing that shield away, saying that you're unworthy because you're not defending people who are obviously in need, you know, because you're trying to play politics. I felt that. I was like, yo, get out of here with that. You might think you're on the side of right, and he is in his own way, but right now in this moment, you know, I'm not looking for that.
You weren't there. You weren't there. You didn't see it.
Yeah, and let's also remember, he's not a mutant. You know, he was
made into a superhuman. Constructed. Yeah,
he wasn't born like that. Yeah, that's a whole different kind of thing. You said that Trask, well, not Trask, at the very end, right, there's a bit of we get the reveal of the man in purple, who is shaving Magneto, and I never even pieced it together that it's potentially a future version of him, who's also working and in cahoots with Sinister. Now for all the people that are watching this, you have to keep in mind that I have not read the comics on this storyline, so I don't know. All of this is a mystery to me regarding how this unfolds. So I am curious, to all the people in the comments, how this is tracking with how the comics are going. Is there anything new, something taken away, something I added? My random thought, I'm waiting for Storm to show up. You know,
she hasn't showed back up yet.
Yeah, you know, she's got her powers back now, so I'm waiting to see what she does, and I'm still waiting for Wolverine to have his moment of like shining. Like I get that Wolverine is a very overpowering character and has been regarding the X-Men franchise for quite some time, but I think like we're almost 7 episodes in, right? You know, it's like
he hasn't done anything wild.
He hasn't really done anything yet, and I know it's gonna be dope. You know, you gave a shout out to the creator. What's his name again?
Bo DeMaio. Wow. Outside of whatever it is going on in his life that has, you know, that has Disney, you know,
kind of like pulling the reins back. His creative ability and him to be able to piece this together has been astounding. This is just, it's really good.
His knowledge of the source material seems great too, because there's characters floating around just in the background. And I'm like, I remember seeing you in a comic book. It's to the point where I'm like, yo, I had the Marvel Unlimited app. I need to go back and start reading again. This show single-handedly has made me want to read the comics again. None of the MCU has ever made me want to go read comics.
Ooh, that's a really good statement.
Comics. And this makes me say, I need to go back and read these comics. The MCU wasn't made for comic book readers. It was made for general fans who just want to see superheroes.
Very good point. That's a very, very good point. I want to co-sign on that as well. It does make me want to know more. Okay, so a big topic that never seems to be ending is just the pacing. I personally am very, I think I'm accustomed to it now. I'm cool with it. It is quick, but you're talking about like a 26 minute episode. You got to kind of like, kind of get things moving. And you also have to realize that you're trying to like maintain the spirit of the original Saturday morning cartoon, right? It's not like a 45-minute think piece. It's a quick little,
it's a comic book.
You and then keep it moving, right?
Panel to panel.
And it does feel like that. So I welcome it with open arms, actually. How are you still feeling with the pacing?
I like the pacing. I mean, at first it was kind of off-putting because I'm used to shows being slower. Even when Netflix does a show, 6 episodes, they do it usually slower. You know, even One Piece, the live action felt slower than this. This is like, we're giving you action, wham, bam, wham, bam. If somebody took Dragon Ball and kept it at this pace, Dragon Ball would be the greatest cartoon ever made.
Ooh, that's a bar.
I'm gonna throw it out there.
That's
Dragon
a bar.
Ball would be the greatest cartoon ever made. It's like cutting out all the filler and Bleach. This cartoon is like, we're taking a lot of anime hits here. We're gonna keep the action going. When Rogue showed up and she smashed the military, she didn't have to say, I am really angry right now because I love this man, and this other man I was kind of in love with too. Yeah. It was like, you felt it. Nothing need to be said. Usually in old school, she'd be like, I'm angry, and done something angry. I'm still mad, done something still mad. But she didn't even speak. She didn't speak. She just showed up and was like, I'm whooping everything's ass.
Yo, Rogue is about that action.
Yeah. Yes. It lets you know how powerful she really is.
Yeah.
And people don't realize how powerful Rogue really is.
Yeah. I mean, she did get her parent. She did like siphon off of her powers off of Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
So, and she's arguably one of the most powerful people in the Marvel Earthbound universe. Even though she's an alien, I know you all are gonna check me and correct me in the comments because
I got to go in this comment section.
She's really powerful. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Is there anything else just in just terms of just the experience of X-Men 97 as a whole, or even as this episode that kind of like stands out, or anything you want to just be like, hey, I saw this thing that made me want to talk about?
Oh man. Just did Morph really die?
Ooh.
I saw him get blasted and he kind of melted. Is Morph gone?
No way.
Is Morph gone? I would be mad. And I saw Wolverine freak out. Yeah. Is he dead? And I just started liking. I like Morph. Morph is like one of the. He's Deadpool but different.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there was an argument too that was kind of going on regarding Morph's power. It's like, does he just look the part, or does he actually embody some of the powers? And we saw him turn into Quicksilver, and he was doing Quicksilver work. He was doing his thing. So it's like, oh wow, dude, he might be OP. Like he really might be slightly overpowered. Yeah. You said something else that I thought was really good, and you compared a lot of this to Dragon Ball, which many consider, it's on the Mount Rushmore of animated series. Regardless of who you talk to, it's at least represented on that, and one of the main reasons is because of the fight scenes. The fight scenes are legendary in Dragon Ball Z. It sets the tone for a lot of modern day stuff that we see right now, and I feel like we got hints of that in this episode. It felt like the feeling, the balance of power has always been kind of funny when you're dealing with comic book characters. Some people are too overpowered, some people aren't overpowered enough. I've yet to really question the power levels of some of these some of these characters. I think they've done a really good job of balancing. That's very difficult to do when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah, they did a really good job. It lets you know that they're not infallible neither. Like we saw Sentinels taking them down. Now we got Sentinel Primes. Now we're gonna see Sentinel Primes whoop everybody's ass. And it's like, who put this all in motion? And the character, he kind of reminded me of Magneto, and he's cleaning him up, like he was cleaning him, like he's shaving himself. And I don't know. And we know that Mr. Sinister is not the big bad any longer.
That part.
That was a great reveal too. Like, he's a minion. He's a minion.
Ooh, you know the other great thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the other great thing about this is that we still have 3 more episodes of Eden, bro. This show eats.
Yeah, I wonder if there's even going to be a penultimate. There may not be. This may be action all the way through. We're just gonna cut it off, and y'all gonna come back next season.
Yes, we are. Yes,
and
bowl in hand, more please.
And Marvel's gonna have to figure out how Marvel and Disney's gonna have to figure out how to bring Bo DeMaio back, cause him and his team.
Yeah, that part. Yeah, I mean, there's talent in the room. They're gonna have to figure out whatever his idiosyncrasies are, whatever that thing is that they think is gonna bother folks. If it ain't hurting nobody and killing nobody, I'm gonna need y'all to sort that out, because I need my man's back.
I wonder if that's a red herring, because they say he doesn't listen to people. He does what he wants to do, and men of color in particular have that problem where, like, no, I'm not gonna go with what you're saying. We're gonna go with what I say. I'm running this boat. And him pissing off the wrong exec or the wrong producer, they get all up in their feelings. He yelled at me, and this may be the way they get rid of him. We've seen this story and heard this song 1,000,001 times. We heard the remix, the replay, the redo. We've heard every version of this, and this could be one of those. They want to convince us that he did something wrong, and he quietly went his way, because he's like, wait till this comes out.
Yeah, because
they let him go. They let him go before this even came out. He said, wait till it comes out. You're gonna want me back.
You'll be back.
You'll be
back. Another Quilo.
Cause what's gonna happen is, like, they did the same thing to Dan Harmon in Community too.
Yeah, that's very true.
And that was his show. They pushed him off, and they said he was hard to work with. Blah 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 blah. And what happened? This season, he came back, and nobody wanted to work on the show anymore, because they'd rather have Chevy Chase than the man that created the show.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so
there's a conversation for you right there.
Yeah, so I tell everybody, if the chat wants to correct me, fine. But I think this made Bo DeMaio maybe the best thing to happen to the Marvel universe since that first Iron Man movie, since Blade almost.
Ooh, I love that. I love taking a stance like that, because right now it's heat. It's heat.
Yeah,
that's all you can say.
Because go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I'm sitting here looking at IMDb, but then with over 12,000 votes, the series as a whole is a 9 out of 10. When is the last time you've seen a Marvel project that's 9 out of 10 recently? Like, that's insane.
Like, people felt like honored to be at Endgame, and I thought Endgame was, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, he brought all the characters together. I think more people were more tired and waiting to see the end of the storyline. It was like, I spent 21 movies into this conclusion. Finally, the master moment. I think if you watched Endgame by itself as a movie and you never seen another 20 movies, not even knowing what things are, you'd be like, this is all right. But I think this right here, as fast as it's going, it still has emotion.
Yeah, that part. This was a very emotional episode.
Yes. All through the series. We felt that punch when we found out that Cyclops was still sneaky linking with Madeline. We were like, oh, this is who you are. We felt a certain type of way when Jean Grey pushed up on Wolverine, and he was like, nah, we're not gonna do this.
There's some great subtleties, man. In some of the stuff like that. Like even mamas know their children. She's like, I kind of knew. There's a cool little subtlety in that. There's a cool subtlety in the last episode when she called Xavier's universe the ghetto. It's little things that carry and go a really long way.
All beast. Beast.
Oh, Beast was dropping bars.
Yeah, he was cooking. We're gonna have Chef B Star D. Chef B Star D over here was cooking.
Yeah. And I felt him, man.
He was like, you had your camera on the outside and watched it from the outside. Now, I know you feel me. I know you're feeling me. You like this blue. But nah, we're gonna talk about this. This is my people.
Yeah, that part. And you know, and even like the subtlety, like when the reporter showed up and he took the moment to kind of like, you know, grab the
curtain and close
it, you know, to show, give people respect and space. You know, it's all of those little things, man. The devil's in the details.
Yeah. Or when the other woman came in, she was like, yeah, you know, when they come in as casualties and they're really alive, I kind of feel for them.
Yeah.
Like how they come in is tough.
It's so good. It's so good. I think that's a good place to kind of like stick a pin in this. Hey, if you've been enjoying the conversation that me and Chuck are having, be a friend of the channel, hit that subscription button, and of course, give us that thumbs up. That's how people know you're digging what we're giving you. Listen, Chuck is amazing. He works on various projects, but one of the projects that I'm so proud of him for pursuing and growing has been the Geekish Network. Chuck, can you tell the people a little bit about that before you get out of here?
Okay, yeah. The Geekish Network is the premier Black Indigenous People of Color network. I think we got to come up with another word besides BIPOC. That's not our word. We need to come up with a better word than that. But we cover everything geek. We celebrate geekness. We're people of color. Yeah, this is not a safe space because we all have opinions, and no place is safe when you have clashing of opinions, and that should be respected and loved. And a lot of people don't do that. So, but it is a place for every geek to come and show up, and we have a bunch of podcasts. We do live streaming podcasts. We don't pre-record anything. We actually go on the screen and you see all our flaws. It's like watching a live television recording of a TV show, and we make mistakes like Saturday Night Live. So we have news. We binge a show, and we binge a season of a show every week. We have Star Trek, and we have Star Wars, and we have a bunch of other podcasts in the mix right now. But it is for people of color, and it is for Black and Indigenous people as well. And we welcome you all to come and be a part of our network. Everybody. It's not just for us, but it's our takes on things that sometimes we create, most times we don't. But we still love it. We still love it.
Very, very well said. And listen, don't worry if you didn't get all that. There'll be a link in the description, a clickable link, so that you can get to it quick. And please go over there and show your support. In the chat, let us know what we got right, what we got wrong. And the phone is definitely what did we miss? And for my comic book heads who already know how this is going to pan out, no spoilers, because we are really enjoying the ride. Hey, thank you all so much for your time, and we'll catch you all on the next episode. All right, y'all, take care.